standard for pharmacies. Washington, Claysville, Connellsville, and now Carmichael's. CurtisPharmacy.com.
It's time for another C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night. Coverage of high school baseball here on WMBS and the Triple-I High School Sports Network. Being brought to you by the C.R. Parada Group, Movement Physiotherapy, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, Russ Playhill, your local Allstate insurance agent, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, the Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood, Potter's Bar and Grill, Uniontown Detailing, Ford of Uniontown, Armstrong, Hollowwood Heating, Napa Auto Parts, the Mariscotti Insurance Agency, Attorney Lisa J. Boudet, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta, Attorney Melinda Delarose, Nathan Henning Magisterial District Judge, Peachin's Pharmacy, NovaCare Rehabilitation, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes, Ted Stova and Son Body and Fender Repair, South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon, Mama Ruka's Pizza Shop, the Center's for Rehab Services and Physical Therapist Jim Burns, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, the Radcliffe Law Firm, Shop and Save Walnut Hill Uniontown, Uniontown Detailing, Jimmy Johns, and by attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS, the Triple-I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
From Wild Things Park here in Washington, Pennsylvania, it's time for high school baseball action. The WPIAL 1A championship game as the number 4 seed California Trojans take on the number 7 seed, the Bishop Canevin Crusaders. Brian Morozak along with you, Matt Sapienza behind the camera on our Facebook Live Triple-I High School Sports Network video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Our pregame show, as always, being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And a matchup between two teams that really weren't supposed to be here. Bishop Canevin seeded 7th, California seeded 4th. For the Crusaders, they knocked off the number 10 seed Western Beaver in the first round, 10-0. Upset number 2 seed Leechburg in the quarterfinals, 4-1, and got a 9-4 semifinal round win over 6-seeded Rochester. California, after a first round bye, got by fellow conference foe and number 5 seed Carmichael's in the quarterfinals, 3-0, and upset the number 1 seeded Union Scotties 9-6 just across the road at Washington and Jefferson College last Tuesday, setting up this single-A championship game. And this game actually one day short of 30 years to the day that Bishop Canevin won its first championship back on June the 1st, 1993, as they defeated Apollo Ridge 7-0 at Pullman Park in Butler. California won their most recent WPIAL championship, their 6th back in 2019. They played up during the 2021 and 2022 seasons, back down and having success here in 1A in 2023. They've now won titles in 83, 01, 06, 2014, 2017, and 2019. The 2017 title did occur in the 2A classification. 14th straight playoff appearance for the California Trojans. Bishop Canevin playing in their 6th WPIAL championship game, all since 1993. Again, they've won 2. It's the 11th straight year they're in the WPIAL playoffs. Pitching matchup this afternoon, Bishop Canevin will start sophomore sensation Tyler Maddox, who averages, believe it or not, 2.5 strikeouts per inning. Yes, 2.5 strikeouts per inning for Maddox. He has 109 strikeouts and only 44 1/3 innings of work. He's allowed only 14 hits all season long. 7-1 record with a 1.26 ERA. California will start Addison Panapinto on the mound. He's 7-2 with a 1.57 ERA. Our live video stream today courtesy of Armstrong and the Mariscotti Insurance Agency. The winner will take on the District 10 runners-up, Sagertown, who lost to West Middlesex in the District 10 championship game. The loser will play the District 5 champs, the winner of the game between Southern Fulton and Myersdale. They're playing later on today. We'll have more in the lineups getting you ready for California and Bishop Canevin here from Wild Things Park on WMBS, the Triple-I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Quality parts, accessories, paints, tools, and supplies. Napa Auto Parts complete line for cars, trucks, imports, and farm equipment. Napa Auto Parts keeps America running. Fayette Auto in Uniontown, Standard Auto in Brownsville, and Napa Auto in Bell Vernon and Monongahela carry premium quality auto parts at discount prices. They always have a huge inventory of parts in stock when you visit a Napa Auto Part location. Over 200,000 parts in stock. Ask about their Napa lifetime warranty on most items with a no-hassle return policy. Open weekends and evenings. In Brownsville, phone 724-785-3800. Bell Vernon, dial 724-929-5522. Monongahela, dial 724-258-3101. And in Uniontown, dial 724-437-7553 for Napa Auto Parts.
Let's face it, sometimes local is just better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. But what about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Blejo is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown area Allstate agent Russ Blejo so Russ can help you with protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate, are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Award-winning cardiac care is close to home at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. According to 2022 statistics by the CDC, roughly 18.2 million Americans over the age of 20 have coronary artery disease. Each year, 805,000 people experience a heart attack. Of those attacks, 1 in 5 go unnoticed, resulting in underlying conditions. The WVU Medicine Heart and Vascular Institute's cardiology team at Uniontown Hospital is a top-tier provider of interventional cardiac care. With a dedicated staff, including board-certified interventional cardiologists, the cardiology department is fully equipped with the resources necessary to provide accurate and effective treatment. Utilizing 2 catheterization labs, 2 stress testing machines, and 2 echocardiography machines, the cardiac care team is prepared to accommodate a variety of cardiovascular emergencies and conditions. For more information about cardiac care at Uniontown Hospital, please call 724-430-5530 for the cardiac cath lab or 724-430-5653 for cardiac diagnostic testing. Open 24 hours for your convenience. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital looks forward to assisting you.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado with special financing and employee pricing. Chevrolet, find new roads. Offer is valid with purchases of 2022 and 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 2.7-liter engine. Includes Chevrolet loyalty. Must have a 2009 Chevrolet passenger car or truck in the same household. Up to $10,000 off approved credit through GM Financial. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000. Sale ends May 31st, 2023.
When transferring your prescriptions, Peachin Pharmacy makes it quick and easy. Just bring your current prescription bottle into the pharmacy at Peachin Market in Connellsville or give us a call and we'll do the rest. It's that easy. You can also go online at peachinpharmacy.com. Plus, your caring Peachin Pharmacy pharmacist is always on hand to answer your healthcare questions or concerns. It's just like that. Quick and easy at Peachin Pharmacy.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon extends his best wishes to all our local teams competing in the WPIAL playoffs. The athletes, the coaches, their booster organizations, and all those who support them, especially their parents. Rick also thanks everyone for their support in the primary election. Rick wants to continue working with his fellow Republican supervisors, Bob Schiff-Bauer and Jason Scott, who both support him, and he would appreciate your support in the fall. First National Bank is a proud corporate partner and the official bank of the WPIAL. With approximately 340 office locations across 7 states, FNB provides free financial education and resources to high school students. You can learn more about financial education by visiting our website at fnb-online.com/learn. That's fnb/online.com/learn. FNB, member FDIC.
Bishop Canevin to bat first here in the top half of the first inning. Let's set their lineup. Leading off the shortstop, number 27, Dom Varley. Batting second and playing in center field, number 2, Cole Oshevsky. Batting third and pitching, sophomore number 26, Tyler Maddox. In the cleanup spot and playing third base, number 84, Mason Glover. Glover batting .515 on the season. Batting fifth and catching, number 23, Quentin White. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 29, Kellen Andruski. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 33, Lucas Golembuski. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 8, Aiden Didion. And batting ninth in left field, number 25, Aaron Edwards. Defensively for the California Trojans, they'll have Chris Weston in left, Caden Powell in center, and Cam Scripp in right. Around the horn, Chase Taquidio playing third, Caden Monticelli playing short. Aiden Loudon's the second baseman Brody Todd playing first, Dom Martinis catching, and Addison Panapinto the pitcher for the California Trojans. Again, California, the number 4 seed, the Bishop Canevin Crusaders, the number 7 seed, Taylor and Driscoll, the head coach of the California Trojans, Bill Varley, the head coach of the Bishop Canevin Crusaders. Again, our live video stream, courtesy of Armstrong and the Mariscotti Insurance Agency. The WPIAL High School Baseball Playoffs on the Triple I High School Sports Network, also presented by First National Bank. The last time these two teams met in the postseason, if you go back to 2006, California defeated Bishop Canevin 6-5 in a WPIAL semifinal round game over at Washington and Jefferson. We certainly hope for a close game here this afternoon at Wild Things Field. California taking on Bishop Canevin, and we're back with the first pitch right after this here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Ready for an easier way to manage your cards? Get more power, peace of mind, and security with the new updated app from First Federal of Greene County. Set spending limits, view merchant details, subscriptions, and where your card is stored. Plus, turn off lost or stolen cards. It's card management on your terms. Download the updated app or visit ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
What's worse than poor customer service? Companies that try to pull the wool over your eyes by changing their name. Don't be fooled by smoke and mirrors. At Armstrong, we've been providing local and reliable service since day one, investing in our network and continually improving the customer experience to deliver the service and reliability you deserve. Visit us at ArmstrongOneWire.com now and into the future. Armstrong, unmatched employees, unmatched customer care, unmatched fiber network.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and
The
Tim Witt.
Mariscotti Insurance Agency is an independent agency that offers prompt, professional service for auto, home, business, and life insurance coverage to meet their customers' needs. The Mariscotti Insurance Agency is an independent agency serving clients in California and surrounding areas. So stop by their office today at 324 3rd Street in California, PA, or give them a call at 724-938-9302. That's 724-938-9302. And get in touch with their friendly staff today for your quote.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Back here at Wild Things Field, just about set to go. Addison Panapinto finishing up his last couple of warm-up tosses, and we'll get this single-A championship game underway between the California Trojans and the Bishop Canevin Crusaders. California playing for a WPIAL championship for the 11th time. Their first title game appearance came back in 1975 at Three Rivers Stadium, and they fell in extra innings. Actually, the game went 13 innings, lost to Beaver Falls by a score of 1-0. Their starting pitcher today, Addison Panapinto, a 7-2 record, 1.57 ERA. 10th appearance of the season, has worked 49 innings, given up 45 hits, 32 runs, just 11 of them earned, struck out 50 and walked 18 so far this season. And to lead off for Bishop Canevin, it's the junior shortstop, number 27, Dom Varley. Varley batting .390, has driven in 9 runs so far this season. Game time temperature around 75 degrees under sunny skies. Really can't ask for a better afternoon for high school championship action as Panapinto misses high for the first pitch, a ball 1 to Dom Varley. Panapinto working from the stretch. 1-0 now to Varley, and Varley hits it high in the air to right field, right on a line, and the catch made there by Cam Script for the first out of this top half of the first inning. So a good start defensively there for the California Trojans as Cole Olszewski comes to the plate. Olszewski, a sophomore, batting .358, has 21 RBIs so far this season. He was the Bishop Canevin starting football quarterback and takes the first pitch for strike 1 on the inside corner. No seniors in this Bishop Canevin starting lineup, all underclassmen. You know they'll be good next year as well. Now the 0-1 to Olszewski. Just missed a little high and outside, evens up the count at 1-1. Our position just to the left of home plate. You're in the Williams suite at Wild Things Field. Matt Sapienza outside behind the camera. Olszewski a grounder here going to short. Monticelli unable to hang on to it there. A little bobble there from Caden. And unable to make the throw over to first. Probably have to score that E6. We'll wait for the official scoring. And I'll bring up Tyler Maddox. That should have been one that Monticelli was able to handle. Haven't posted an error or a hit up on the scoreboard yet. So we'll wait until we get the official clarification. We go in E6 in my book. As Tyler Maddox comes to the plate. Sophomore pitcher batting .436 with a homer and 21 RBI. Swings to the first pitch. Hard ground ball, and that one eats up Chase Chiquidio and rolls into left field. Here's Olszewski getting down to third. Throw actually came into home. That was a hard hit ball there. I think you have to give Maddox probably a double there. That would have been a tough play for Chiquidio. And they call that E5 too. So 2 top of the first errors here committed by the California Trojans now as Bishop Canevin with runners on second and third and 1 out here in the top half of the first inning with the junior third baseman Mason Glover coming to the plate. Glover batting .515 on the season, and he takes the first pitch for ball 1. Glover has driven in 13 runs so far this season. In the 18th game that Bishop Canevin has played here in 2023. 1-0 pitch on the way, swing and a miss there, evens up the count at 1-1. Now to Mason Glover. For some reason they're not putting balls and strikes up on the scoreboard right now. 2 errors committed by the Trojans here in the top half of the first inning, and Glover hitting one through on the left side between Monticelli and Chiquidio. That will score Olszewski for the game's first run, and now getting down to second here on the throw coming in was Glover, so give Glover an RBI single to left. Drives in Olszewski, and Bishop Canevin with 3 straight runners reaching base safely here in the top half of the first inning has a 1-0 lead here over California. And now the lefty catcher Quentin Martin, check that, Quentin White comes to the plate. Of course, we've said Quentin Martin's name a lot during the high school sports season, but it's Quentin Martin coming to the plate, junior catcher. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. White, a .440 average, has driven in 21 runs so far on the season. Bishop Canevin off to a nice start here as White fouls that one off into the netting. Take the count now to 0-2. For Olszewski, that was his 22nd RBI of the season. I checked that. That was Glover with the RBI, his 14th. Olszewski scoring the run, and now another one fouled off here on the left side from White. Count remains 0-2. Now long look in here from Panapinto on the California side. The 0-2 pitch, that one hops away from Dom Martini. That will allow Tyler Maddox to score. Advancing down to third goes Glover. And the Bishop Canevin lead now up to 2-0. So California committing some mental mistakes here in the top half of the first inning, allowing 2 Bishop Canevin runs to score. Scoreboard has the count at 2-2. Again, just 1 out. Quentin White, the 5th Crusader to bat here in the top half of the first inning. And the catcher Dom Martini's going to have a little chat here with pitcher Addison Panapinto. And the umpire crew getting together here as well. But there's plenty of room here behind the catcher, with this being a minor league ballpark, home of the Washington Wild Things. Those pass balls and wild pitches could certainly score runs. They might be discussing the count right now because I had it at 1-2. Scoreboard has 2-2. Nonetheless, we're set to resume. And Panapinto's next pitch on the way, breaking ball misses high. The score with the home plate umpire, I think, saying 2-2 as well. Nonetheless, next pitch here to White. And White a swing and a miss, and that should be strike 3 it is. And down goes Quentin White for the second out of this top half of the first inning. 51st strikeout of the season for Panapinto. And now Kellen Andruski coming to the plate. Batting .326. 13 runs driven in. And Drusik swings to the first pitch. Grounder here to third. Chiquidio, long throw over to first in time to Brody Todd to retire Andrusic 5-3 for the third out of the inning. So Bishop Canevin getting runs from Cole Oshevsky and Tyler Maddox. 2 errors committed by the California Trojans in that top half of the first inning. Also aided by an RBI single from Mason Glover and a wild pitch from Addison Panapinto. It's 2-0 Bishop Canevin over California, heading to the bottom of the first. C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
First National Bank is a proud corporate partner and the official bank of the WPIAL. With approximately 340 office locations across 7 states, FNB provides free financial education and resources to high school students. You can learn more about financial education by visiting our website at fnb-online.com/learn. That's fnb/online.com/learn. FNB, member FDIC.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Back here at Wild Things Field, Brian Morozak along with you. Matt Sapienza behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed. Moving to the bottom of the first inning. Bishop Canevin a 2-0 lead over the California Trojans. Let the Trojans line up. Leading off and playing in center field, number 5, Caden Powell. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 20, Ricky Lawson. Batting third and playing second base, number 9, Aiden Loudon. In the cleanup spot and playing third base, number 28, Chase Chiquidio. Batting fifth and playing in left field, number 7, Chris Weston. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 18, Brody Todd. Batting seventh and catching, number 13, Dom Martini. Batting eighth in right field, number 24, Cam Scripp. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 14, Caden Monticelli. And Tyler Maddox on the mound for the Bishop Canevin Crusaders will set the rest of the Crusaders defensively here in just a moment as Caden Powell steps in. The center fielder batting .385 takes the first pitch for a strike from Maddox. Powell has driven in 11 runs so far this season for the Trojans. Now the 0-1 on the way. Pitch just misses outside, evens up the count at 1-1. So defensively for Bishop Canevin, Aaron Edwards out in the left, Cole Olszewski in center, and Joey Hurley in right. 1-1 pitch just missed off the plate, a little outside, takes the count to 2-1. Mason Glover playing third, Dom Varley playing short, Kellen Andruski playing second, and Lucas Golombuski playing first. Another pitch missing there from Maddox, Quentin White catching, and Tyler Maddox pitching for the Bishop Canevin Crusaders. Now the 3-1 on the way, and that's ball 4, so a rare walk issued by Tyler Maddox in California with an early base runner here in the bottom of the first inning. Mentioned the numbers coming into the game for Maddox. Has worked 44 1/3 innings, 109 strikeouts, now to 34 walks. Has given up just 18 runs, 8 of them earned, 14 hits, and enters the game with a 7-1 record, 1.26 ERA, and misses high now to Ricky Lawson, the sophomore designated hitter for California. Enters the game with a 4.48 average, 3 homers, and 32 RBIs. So the Trojans trying to answer back after they yielded to the top half of the first inning. High fly ball deep to right. Look out here. Tough play, unable to make it. There is Joey Hurley. Hurley backing up to the warning track, could not hang on. So that will allow Powell to advance down to third. Ricky Loudon gets into second. And Hurley had to attempt a Willie Mays-like catch out there in right field and was unable to haul it in. So the Trojans now 2 in scoring position and nobody out. I think you have to give Loudon a double there. That was certainly a tough play for Hurley to make out in right field. Now Aiden Loudon at the plate. First pitch to Loudon called strike 0-1. Actually put a hit and an error on the Bishop Canevin side up on the scoreboard. And that pitch hitting Aiden Loudon. That'll load up the bases. So what an answer back for California. Haven't played at anybody yet, but up against a top pitcher like Maddox, getting your first 3 base runners on, certainly a solid start. And now Chase Chiquidio, the California third baseman, comes to the plate, batting .288. Sophomore with 9 runs driven in so far this season. Table set for him here with the base or the players coming in from first and third. Golombuski at first and Glover at third. Now the next pitch to Golombuski, high and inside. Chiquidio, good opportunity here for California. Nobody out as we work here in the bottom of the first inning. Next pitch on the way, and Chiquidio hits it high in the air to shallow center. Charging there is Olszewski, but it's going to be the second baseman, Andruski, who backs up to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So runners remain. Loudon on first, Lawson on second, and Powell on third now with Chris Weston coming to the plate. Junior left fielder batting .313. Has driven in 17 runs so far this season. Maddox trying to get out of a jam here in the bottom of the first inning, and Weston swings to the first pitch. It's high in the air to center field. Olszewski gets under it, makes the catch. Tagging from third is Caden Powell. Relay coming in not in time. Sac fly RBI for Weston. His 18th run driven in so far this season. Run scored by Caden Powell, and California gets one back. They're now down 2-1. But now 2 outs here in the inning, with Brody Todd coming to the plate. Senior first baseman batting .290 with 12 runs driven in. Todd batting from the right side against the lefty Maddox. First pitch here to Todd, high and outside for ball 1. Third base now empty after Weston scored. You have Lawson now at second and Loudon at first. Next pitch misses high again to Todd, takes the count to 2-0. In California, the 2019 WPIAL champs in single A. This is actually their first opportunity to defend the 2019 single A title. Of course, no baseball during the 2020 season due to COVID. California would have been in single A during the 2020 campaign and played up in 2021 and 2022. Count now 2-1 here to Todd. Pitch again high and outside. Takes the count to 3-1. A walk here from Maddox would load the bases again for the catcher Dom Martini. Now the 3-1 pitch on the way. Fastball called strike. Takes us full now to 3-2. Now Todd steps back in. Now the payoff pitch as Maddox now will step off the mound. Wind blowing about 5 to 10 miles an hour left to right now here at Wild Things Park. 3-2 pitch again from Maddox, high and outside for ball 4. So rare for Maddox. He's issued 2 walks and also hit Aiden Loudon here in the bottom of the first inning. So once again, that'll load up the bases here for California with the catcher Dom Martini coming to the plate. Martini, the 7th Trojan at bat here in the bottom of the first. Enters the game with a .226 average and 9 runs driven in. Lefty Maddox, the first pitch on the way. Fastball called strike on the inside corner. Count 0-1. Now Maddox again. Set to go. 0-1 on the way. Big time cut there from Dom Martini coming up empty. And that fastball that could reach into the high 80s, low 90s for Maddox. And only a sophomore. 0-2 on the way there. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the first strikeout of the game for Tyler Maddox gets him out of a jam. Just 1 run given up here in the bottom of the first inning to the California Trojans. And for Maddox now on the season, that adds to his strikeout total. Now to give him 110 strikeouts on the season. So after 1, it's Bishop Canevin 2, California 1 here in the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta would like to wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck in the WPIAL baseball and softball playoffs and invites you to listen to his program here on WMBS Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4:15. Again, best of luck to all of our local teams in the WPIAL baseball and softball playoffs. From Fayette County Recorder of Deeds, John Marietta.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. Have you been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim? Are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans put you in charge of your dream home project with all of the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Hitters 7, 8, and 9 coming to the plate here for Bishop Canevin in the top of the second inning. Lucas Golombuski leading things off. First pitch from Addison Panapinto in there for strike 1. Count moves to 0-1. Golombuski a .293 average with 14 runs driven in so far this season for Bishop Canevin. 0-1 from Panapinto, and a little nubber going right back in Addison's direction. Make a little flip off to first to Brody Todd to retire Golombuski 1-3 for the first out of this top of the second inning. Now bring up the designated hitter, Aiden Didion. Didion batting .323. The junior has driven in 7 runs so far this season. Bishop Canevin getting runs from Koloszewski and Tyler Maddox in that first inning. And another one going right back at Addison Panapinto, and Panapinto once again able to make the throw over to first. Another 1-3 as retired there is Didion for the second out of the inning. And I'll bring up Aaron Edwards. Just like that, 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the second. Edwards, the sophomore left fielder for Bishop Canevin, batting just .200 with 7 runs driven in. He's a lefty against the righty Panapinto. First pitch swing and a miss from Edwards. Count 0-1 as Panapinto trying to make quick work of the Crusaders here in the top of the second inning. Panapinto's 0-1 now to Edwards. Just off the plate. Evens up the count at 1-1. Brian Morozak along with you. Matt Sapienza behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. 1-1 on the way. Grounder going here to second. Aiden Loudon. Throw over to first. So Brody Todd again to retire Aaron Edwards. 4-3. So 3 ground ball outs here at the top of the second inning. We'll move to the bottom of the second. 2-1 Bishop Canevin over California here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day. Our broadcast presented by Armstrong and the Mariscotti Insurance Agency. The WPIAL baseball playoffs on the Triple Live High School Sports Network presented by First National Bank. And this is the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy East in New Alexandria. Our customers can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado with special financing and employee pricing. Chevrolet, find new roads. Offer is valid with purchases of 2022 and 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 2.7-liter engine. Includes Chevrolet loyalty. Must have a 2009 Chevrolet passenger car or truck in the same household. Up to $10,000 off approved credit through GM Financial. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231. Sale ends May 31st, 2023.
Cam Scripp leading off the bottom of the second inning here for California, fouling off the first pitch from Tyler Maddox. California sent 7 men to the plate, scored just 1 run in that bottom of the first inning as Bishop Canevin leads California 2-1. Another pitch fouled off there from Scripp. The senior right fielder came into the game with a .300 average and has driven in 9 runs so far this season. Now Maddox looking for back-to-back strikeouts after he sent down Dom Martini to end the first. 0-2 here, misses high. Take the count now to 1-2. It's Scripp, Monticelli, and the top of the order, and Caden Powell due up for California here in the bottom of the second inning. 1-2 pitch now on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Tyler Maddox starting to get into the groove of things here for Bishop Canevin. We mentioned coming in, Maddox averages 2.5 strikeouts an inning. Now has 111 so far this season. And 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning with Caden Monticelli coming to the plate. Monticelli, the sophomore, batting .213 with 7 runs driven in. We'll take the first pitch high for ball 1. And California start off the bottom of the first inning. They got a leadoff walk from Caden Powell. Ricky Lawson doubled. And Aiden Loudon was hit by a pitch. Another swing and a miss there from Monticelli. Evens up the count at 1-1 after Chase Chiquidio popped up to the second baseman, Kellen Andrusik. A sac fly RBI from Chris Weston was able to score Caden Powell for California's lone run. Brody Todd walked, and Dom Martini struck out to end the inning. It's only 1 run succeeded by Maddox. Count now 2-2. Considering what California put on the base paths There's another strikeout there from Maddox. Froze Monticelli since 3 straight. I think Bishop Canevin's too unhappy, just giving up 1 run in that bottom of the first inning. And now Maddox coming back with back-to-back strikeouts of Script and Monticelli here to start the bottom of the second. Now the top of the order, and Caden Powell to the plate. Again, Powell walked and scored a run first time up. First pitch here, fastball right down the pipe for a strike from Maddox. Takes the count to 0-1. In 30 years tomorrow, Bishop Canevin won its first WPIAL championship back in 1993. Defeated Apollo Ridge 7-0 at Pullman Park in Butler. And now Powell behind 0-2 here to Maddox, who looks to strike out the side, and he does just that. Another swing and a miss there from Caden Powell. So 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the second. We're moving right along. Bishop Canevin 2, California 1. C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day, our live video stream courtesy of Armstrong and the Mariscotti Insurance Agency. High school baseball playoffs on the Triple Live High School Sports Network presented by First National Bank. We're back in just a moment.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill and Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Top of the order for Bishop Canevin here to start the top half of the third inning. Dom Varley fouling off the first pitch. Now the second is chopped here down the third baseline, just going fouls just like that. Varley behind 0-2. Varley flew out to Cam Scripton right first time up. Junior shortstop came into the game with a .390 average and 9 runs driven in. Bishop Canevin a 2-1 lead over California. Crusaders scoring their 2 runs in the top half of the first inning. California answering with a run back in the bottom of the first. Now Panapinto's 0-2 here to Varley. Breaking ball hit on a line right to the third baseman, Chase Chiquidio, for the first outs of this top of the third inning. So 1 down here for the Crusaders, with Cole Olszewski coming to the plate. Olszewski got on via an air and scored a run first time up. Sophomore came into the game batting .358 with 21 runs driven in so far this season. An RBI single from Mason Glover drove in Olszewski first time around, and we'll get another hit here through on the left side past the diving Chase Chiquidio in the left field. Relay comes in from Chris Weston, and it's a 1-out single for Cole Olszewski. And the Crusaders with a base runner here in the top of the third with Tyler Maddox coming to the plate. Sophomore pitcher got on via an air and scored a run just like Olszewski first time up. Maddox a .436 average, has homered once and driven in 21 runs so far this season. Panapinto's first pitch here, a little low for ball 1. First of 3 WPIAL championship games being played today at Wild Things Field. They played 3 games here yesterday as well, later on today. In the 4A, check that, in the 3A championship game, it's Neshannock and Riverside at 4 o'clock. As down to second and caught stealing there is Olszewski. That'll be the second out of the inning. And the California fans like that. Now a 2-0 count here to Maddox. Pitch on the way. Maddox hits it high in the air to right center field. And it'll be the right fielder. Almost a collision out there in right center. With a catch made from Script to end the inning. So Shefsky caught stealing. A couple of fly ball outs from Varley and Maddox. No damage done in the top of the third. Still 2-1 Bishop Canevin over California. See Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Back here at Wild Things Field, the fans having fun in between innings. The Pirate Parrot here, along with some of the Pirates pierogies, and some of the fans getting an opportunity to dance on the dugouts with the pierogies and the Pirate Parrot. They're having a little dance-off here. As California will have Ricky Loudon. Check that, Ricky Lawson, Aiden Loudon, and Chase Chiquidio. Hitters 2, 3, and 4 due up here in the bottom of the third inning. And the first pitch from Tyler Maddox to Ricky Lawson misses for ball 1. Now Maddox working quickly, 1-0. Get off the plate, takes the count to 2-0. I'm located inside the press box today. Only bad thing is here, the press box windows are closed. You kind of lose a little bit of the normal baseball atmosphere without the windows being open. I have the door cracked a little bit, running some of our wiring out to Matt Sapienza behind the camera. Count out 3-0 to Ricky Lawson, who doubled to right field first time up. 3-0 pitch here, called strike. Takes it to 3-1. Tyler Maddox has had 4 straight strikeouts, sent down Dom Martini to end the first, and then struck out the side. Script, Monticelli, and Powell in the second inning. As Lawson fouls that one off to take the count full now to 3-2. Lawson, sophomore DH, came into the game with a .448 average, 3 homers and 32 RBIs. Another 3-2 fouled off there from Lawson. The count remains full as Maddox has done a nice job to work his way back into the counts. Now the payoff pitch, Maddox to Lawson. That one chopped by Lawson, right back to Maddox, who jogs over to first and flips it off to Lucas Golembuski for the first out of the inning. And goes 1-3. Now Aiden Loudon, who was hit by a pitch first time up, comes to the plate. Senior playing second base, enters the game with a .484 average, a homer and 26 RBIs. First pitch, swing and a miss there from Aiden Loudon. Now Maddox, who likes to work exclusively from that stretch position, almost let that one get out of his hand, went high. Brought down there by Quentin White. Evens up the count now at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss there from Loudon. Takes the count to 1-2. So far, Bishop Canevin, 2 runs on 3 hits. A run on a hit and 2 errors committed by California. 1-2 pitch. Outside the strike zone, evens up the count at 2-2. Now the 2-2 on the way, and this one again chopped right back at Maddox. Make the throw over to Golembuski again. So back-to-back 1-3 outs recorded from Lawson and Loudon. And now 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning with Chase Chiquidio coming to the plate. Chiquidio popped up to Kellen Andrusik first time up. Chiquidio entered the game with a .288 average. Sophomore third baseman has driven in 9 runs so far this season. First pitch here from Maddox to Chiquidio, fouled off. Takes the count to 0-1. And that one played a little ping pong in the stands. Don't get to keep the balls here at Wild Things Park today. 0-1 a little high. Evens up the count now at 1-1. Again, we mentioned the other championship games later on today. 3A game at 4 o'clock, Neshannock and Riverside. 6A game under the lights at 7 o'clock tonight. Mount Lebanon taking on North Allegheny as that ball popped up in a right field. Caught there by Joey Hurley for the 3rd out of the inning. So California retired 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Still 2-1. Bishop Canevin over California after 3 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
First National Bank is a proud corporate partner and the official bank of the WPIAL. With approximately 340 office locations across 7 states, FNB provides free financial education and resources to high school students. You can learn more about financial education by visiting our website at fnb-online.com/learn. That's fnb/online.com/learn. FNB, member FDIC.
The Mariscotti Insurance Agency is an independent agency that offers prompt, professional service for auto, home, business, and life insurance coverage to meet their customers' needs. The Mariscotti Insurance Agency is an independent agency serving clients in California and surrounding areas. So stop by their office today at 324 3rd Street in California, PA, or give them a call at 724-938-9302. That's 724-938-9302. And get in touch with their friendly staff today for your quote.
Mason Glover, Quentin White, and Kellen Andrusik coming to the plate here for Bishop Canevin in the top of the 4th inning. Bishop Canevin still a 2-1 lead over California. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Crusaders. 1 run on a hit and 2 errors committed by California. And a swing and a miss there from Mason Glover on the first pitch from Addison Panapinto. Brian Morozak along with you. Matt Sapienza behind the camera on our Facebook Live, Triple Live High School Sports Network video feed. And Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Panapinto's 0-1 here to Glover. And Glover, a well-hit ball on a line and a one-hop from the left fielder Chris Weston. So leadoff single to left from Mason Glover, who had an RBI single first time up. Glover now 14 RBIs on the season and 2 hits here this afternoon against California in the Single A WPIAL championship game. And now Quentin White coming to the plate. White batting from the right side against the lefty Addison Panapinto. Watch Glover and see if he decides to try to go to second. Swing and a miss there from White on the first pitch from Panapinto. 3 WPIAL title games played here yesterday. Shaler bested Bethel Park in the 5A championship game. Hopewell eked out a 4-3 win over Greater Latrobe in the 4A championship game. And Seton LaSalle defeated Sarah Catholic 8-1. This could be a double play ball. Panapinto back to second for 1. Throw over to first and they turn it. So that one goes 1-6-3 on the double play. You had Monticelli covering the second base bag, the shortstop. So White hits into a double play. So Glover off the bases. Just like that, 2 outs. here in the top of the fourth inning, with Kellen Andrusic now at the plate. First pitch from Panepinto. Andrusic, first pitch swinging, was on a line, went in and out of the glove of Chiquitio. Monticelli was backing it up, but doesn't have an opportunity to send it off to first. Could have been the third out of the inning. Probably have to get scored E5 here. Third error committed by the Trojans was a well-hit ball, but right at Chiquitio. So California now has committed 3 errors in 3 2/3 innings. With Lucas Golombuski now coming to the plate. Golombuski grounded out 1-3 first time up, as Dom Martini now will have a little chat here with Addison Panepinto. Give us an opportunity to let you know this game and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL, WMBS, and the Triple I High School Sports Network. Any broadcast in this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the listening and viewing audience, and any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIAL, WMBS, and the Triple I High School Sports Network is strictly prohibited. That legal disclaimer brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. So now Golombuski at the plate. You have Andrusic at first. 2 outs here in the inning. Bishop Canevin up 2-1 over California as we work here in the top half of the fourth. First pitch from Panepinto. Misses low and outside. 1-0 here to Golombuski. Golombuski entered the game with a .293 average and 14 RBIs. Aiden Didion in the on-deck circle for the Crusaders as Panepinto, a little check of the runner. And Andrusic back safely over at first. Pretty good crowd on hand here for a 1 o'clock start for this, or check that, yes, 1 o'clock start for this single A championship game as that pitch from Panepinto missed for ball 2. Didn't miss by much. Takes the count now to 2-0. Now the 2-0 on the way, and that one an inside strike called by the home plate umpire. Moves the count to 2-1. Again, the winner of this game will take on the District 10 runners-up Sagertown, who lost to West Middlesex in the District 10 championship game. 2-1 pitch high and inside there takes us to 3-1. The loser will play the District 5 champs. That's the winner of the game between Southern Fulton and Myersdale. Southern Fulton 22-1 on the season. Myersdale under 500. Southern Fulton certainly has to be the favorite in that one. 2-1 when the scoreboard had 2-1 on the pitch there, but must have been incorrect because that pitch misses and it's ball 4. And a walk issued here to Golombuski. And that'll put 2 on with 2 outs. With a designated hitter, Aiden Didion, coming to the plate. Didion, like Golombuski, grounded out 1-3 first time up. Came into the game with a .323 average and 7 runs driven in. First pitch, and that's a first pitch swinging, hit high in the air to shallow right. That's going to be trouble. A little one-hopper in front of Cam Scripp. It'll score a run on the play for Bishop Canevin as Kellen Andrusic scores. It's an RBI single for Didion, his 8th RBI of the season. Now the Bishop Canevin lead increased now to 3-1. With Aaron Edwards now the 6th Crusader to bat here in this top of the 4th. It looked like it could have been a routine inning after Mason Glover was doubled off on a Quentin White ground ball at 1-6-3. Had a line drive from Andrusic that went in and out of the hands of Chase Chiquitio at third. Could have been the 3rd out of the inning, and now you've had 3 straight Crusaders reach base safely. Andrusic on via in there. Golombuski walking, and now Didion's RBI single. As the Crusaders now up 3-1, looking for more with runners on the corners, and this ball popped foul here on the left side. Bouncing around the bleachers a bit. Evens up the count at 1-1. Now Panepinto sets. 1-1 on the way, swing and a miss. Takes the count now to 1-2 to Aaron Edwards as Panepinto and the Trojans trying to limit the damage here in the top half of the 4th inning. And Bishop Canevin back to it, actually increasing the lead now to 2 at 3-1. 1-2 pitch here, just off the plates. Evens up the count now at 2-2. Panapinto long look in here. You have Golombuski down at third. Didion on first. 2-2 pitch here. And this ball, a little nubber going to second. Aiden Loudon is there. He'll juggle it. Throw over to first. Not in time. They'll score another run. Golombuski scores on the play. Should have been routine there to end the inning. Loudon a little hesitant at second base. Did not charge it. And then a little juggle. Allowed Edwards to reach first base safely. It scores Golombuski, and now you've had 2 unearned runs scored by Bishop Canevin here in the top half of the 4th inning to increase their lead now to 4-1 over California. 4 errors now committed by the Trojans. Now the top of the order, and Dom Varley at the plate. Varley batting for the 3rd time now in this game. First pitch here to Varley, called strike 0-1. Varley flew out to Cam Scrippen right back in the 1st inning. That had a line drive that was caught by Chase Taquidio at third in the 3rd inning. And Varley's the 7th Crusader to bat here in the 4th. He'll take that pitch low. They even up the count at 1-1. Now 4 errors committed by the Trojans certainly have been the difference in this game. All 4 runs, unearned runs. Another ground ball here to Loud, and this time he'll come up with it and flip it off to the shortstop Monticelli, who was covering the second base bag to end the inning. But Bishop Canevin tacking 2 more on here in the top half of the 4th. Crusaders lead the Trojans 4-1, heading into the bottom of the 4th here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado with special financing and employee pricing. Chevrolet, find new roads. Offer is valid with purchases of 2022 and 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 2.7-liter engine. Includes Chevrolet loyalty. Must have a 2009 Chevrolet passenger car or truck in the same household. Up to $10,000 off approved credit through GM Financial. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000. Sale ends May 31st, 2023.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
California trying to get a couple of runs back here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Chris Weston, Brody Todd, and Dom Martini due up. Hitters 5, 6, and 7. Weston produced the only California run with a sac fly RBI. First time up back in the opening inning, driving in Caden Powell. First pitch here from Tyler Maddox. Misses inside for ball 1. 7 Trojans went to the plate back in the 1st inning. The last 2 innings, Maddox has retired the side and seems to certainly be settling down in this contest. Count now even at 1-1. Maddox to Weston. And a 1-1 pitch called. Strike now 1-2. Maddox on a stretch of 4 straight strikeouts, setting down Martini to end the 1st and struck out the side in the 2nd inning. 1-2 on the way, a little low and inside. Evens up the count at 2-2. Weston came into the game with a .313 average and 17 runs driven in. Picked up his 18th RBI of the season back in the 1st inning. Now Maddox is 2-2 here to Weston on the way, and Weston a little nubber, and it's caught by the first baseman Lucas Golombuski for the first out of this bottom of the 4th. That's the issue when you run into a pitcher like Tyler Maddox. Mentioned the numbers coming in, averaging 2.5 strikeouts an inning. Tough to make up ground when you get down early, as California has here this afternoon. Now Brody Todd coming to the plate. Senior first baseman, walked first time up. We'll take the first pitch here, high and inside for ball one. Again, the loser of this game will be making a trek out to District 5 coming up on Monday in the first round of the PIAA playoffs. 1-0 pitch here, and Todd went around. Evens up the count at 1-1. The loser will take on either Southern Fulton or Myersdale. 1-1 here, high and outside. Takes the count now to 2-1. Southern Fulton, as we mentioned, the heavy favorite going into that game. 22-1 record on the season. In fact, they had a 11-1 win over Myersdale earlier on this season. The loser will play host in the WPIAL district to Sagerstown, who were the District 10 runners up from the Erie region. As a ground ball there from Todd. And Drusick sent it over to Golembuski from second to first, as Todd retired 4-3 for the second out of the inning. That's now 9 straight retired by Maddox, with Dom Martini now coming to the plate, the senior catcher. One of the strikeout victims as he went down swinging in the first inning with the bases loaded for the Trojans. First pitch here, high and outside for ball one. Martini came into the game, .226 average, 9 runs driven in, senior catcher for the California Trojans. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Evens up the count at 1-1. We're planning on bringing you California's first round state game next Monday for you as well here on WMBS and the Triple Live High School Sports Network. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Takes the count now to 1-2. And should have state playoff information out, I would think, by Friday at the latest. Now the 1-2 breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. 10 straight retired by Tyler Maddox. We played 4 innings here at Wild Things Park. 4-1. Bishop Canevin over California. CR Parada Group High School Sports Day on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Does your car sound like it's saying, trade me in, every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, trade me in, trade me in. Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
First National Bank is a proud corporate partner and the official bank of the WPIAL. With approximately 340 office locations across 7 states, FNB provides free financial education and resources to high school students. You can learn more about financial education by visiting our website at fnb-online.com/learn. That's fnb/online.com/learn. FNB, member FDIC.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere, it's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Cole Shefsky taking strike 1 from Addison Panapinto. Now the 0-1 pitch it high in the air to shallow left, and that one will drop in front of the charging Chris Weston. You had Monticelli backing up from the shortstop position. Weston charging in from left field, and just a well-positioned ball there from Olszewski. And Bishop Canevin with a base runner to start the top of the 5th inning. Now Tyler Maddox coming to the plate. Maddox got on via an air and scored a run back in the first inning. Flew out to Cam Scripp in right and the 3rd. So Canevin up 4-1, looking for more here against California. First pitch here to Maddox was off the plate, throw back to first, head for a slide back safely there from Olszewski. Bishop Canevin now 4 runs on 5 hits. California 1 run on 1 hit. They've now committed 5 errors in this game. 1-0 pitch here, a little low. Good block there from the catcher, Dom Martini. Count now 2-0. California is going to have to try to find a way to get out of this 3-run hole right now. Trying to minimize any damage here in the top half of the 5th. Panepinto finds the strike zone there on the 2-0 to Tyler Maddox. Now a little glance from Panepinto back over at first. 2-1 on the way. Breaking ball, line drive, and another bouncer in a left field in front of Chris Weston. Olszewski holds it second. And it's back-to-back singles for Bishop Canevin to start this top half of the 5th inning from Olszewski and Maddox. Now 2 on, nobody out. Mason Glover coming to the plate. Glover's 2 for 2 with an RBI so far in this game. Looking for more. Now a little visit here on the mound as Taylor and Driscoll, the California head coach, have a little talk here with pitcher Addison Panepinto. Again, if the Trojans fall here to Bishop Canevin, and again, you'd have to think that Southern Fulton will probably knock off Myersdale later on today. That won't be a walk in the park in the first round of the state playoffs either, against a very talented Southern Fulton team from District 5. That might be it. We're going to get a pitching change here as Panepinto's coming out, so we'll take a timeout. It's 4-1, Bishop Canevin over California. The Crusaders looking for more with 2 on and nobody out here in the top of the 5th. And we're back with more. You're listening and watching the WPIAL Single A Championship Game high school baseball action here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy East in New Alexandria. Our customers can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado with special financing and employee pricing. Chevrolet, find new roads. Offer is valid with purchases of 2022 and 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 2.7-liter engine. Includes Chevrolet loyalty. Must have a 2009 Chevrolet passenger car or truck in the same household. Up to $10,000 off approved credit through GM Financial. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231. Sale ends May 31st, 2023.
What's worse than poor customer service? Companies that try to pull the wool over your eyes by changing their name. Don't be fooled by smoke and mirrors. At Armstrong, we've been providing local and reliable service since day one, investing in our network and continually improving the customer experience to deliver the service and reliability you deserve. Visit us at ArmstrongOneWire.com now and into the future. Armstrong. Unmatched employees, unmatched customer care, unmatched fiber network.
For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, Attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call Attorney Melinda Delarose at 724-437-3200. That's 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com.
Caden Monticelli, the new pitcher for the California Trojans. Addison Panepinto remains in the game and swaps positions with Monticelli. Panepinto now playing short. Monticelli for the season, this is his 12th appearance, 4-1 record, 4.16 ERA. Also has picked up a save so far this year. Has worked 38 2/3 innings. Given up 50 hits, 32 runs, 23 of them earned. Struck out 35 and walked 17 so far this season, but enters the game here in a tough spot with 2 on, nobody out. He'll step off the mound, but does not have an opportunity there to make a throw back to second, as no one was covering the bag. So at the plate now for Bishop Canevin, Mason Glover. Again, Glover 2 for 2 today. First pitch here from Monticelli. Glover, first pitch swing goes right to third. Chiquitio able to make the catch, trying to get the double play over at first, and able to do that, but Chiquitio, right place, right time, robbing Glover of a possible RBI single there on a howitzer on the left side. Now Quentin White coming to the plate. California down 3 Bishop Canevin now 2 on with 1 out. And White, who's 0 for 2 today, lefty against the righty Monticelli, and a ground ball on the left side gets past Panapinto in the left field. Chris Weston's relay coming in, and we won't have a play at the plate. As scoring there is Koloszewski, the 5th run of the game for Bishop Canevin. And Quentin White, his 22nd RBI of the year. And the Bishop Canevin lead now 5-1. With Kellen Andrusik now at the plate. Andrusik grounded out 5-3 first time up. Got on via an air and scored a run in the 4th. You get a courtesy runner here for the catcher White. It will be number 24 Leonard Aiken to run. So Leonard Aiken running for White. With Andrusik at the plate. A run already across for Bishop Canevin here in the top half of the 5th. Lead now up to 4 at 5-1. And the first pitch fouled off there from Andrusik. Takes the count to 0-1 with Caden Monticelli on in relief of Addison Panapinto on the Bishop Canevin side. Now Monticelli's 0-1 to Andrusik. Missed low and outside, evens up the count at 1-1. Gonna have to thank Justin LeBar, Don Rebel, and the whole crew over at the Triple I High School Sports Network. As there's a line drive in the gap, bouncing in between Caden Powell and Chris Weston out in left center field. Scoring on the play there is Tyler Maddox. It's an RBI single for Kellen Andrusik. Lead now up to 6-1 here for Bishop Canevin. They keep pouring it on. Down to third is Allen, who's running for White. Andrusik at first. And now Lucas Golombuski at the plate. Golombuski grounded out 1-3 back in the 2nd inning. Walked and scored a run in the 4th. And fouls off a pitch there from Andrusik. Take the count to 0-1. I was mentioning, I have to again thank Justin LeBar and Chris Lackner, Don Rebel, and the whole crew at the Triple I High School Sports Network for allowing us to work the game and video stream as well here today. Appreciate their cooperation. Also, First National Bank of Pennsylvania, the official bank of the WPIAL and the Triple I High School Sports Network. 6 runs on 8 hits so far in this one for Bishop Canevin. A run on a hit and 5 errors committed by California. 1-1 pitch here and a little check swing through on the right side. Onslaught continues for the Crusaders. That'll drive in another run as the courtesy runner Allen scores on the plate. It's now 3 across here in the 5th. RBI single for Golombuski. And that was driven in 15 runs on the season for Bishop Canevin. Lead now up to 7-1. Naden Didion, now the 7th Crusader to bat here in the top half of the 5th inning. 1 for 2 today. RBI single to right last time up. You've Caden Monticelli working on in relief of Addison Panapinto. California came into this game as the number 4 seed. Bishop Canevin, the number 7 seed. Both teams pulling a couple upsets to get here as Didion fouls off the first pitch there from Monticelli. California semifinal round win over the top-seeded Union last Tuesday 9-6. Bishop Canevin knocked off the number 2 seed Leechburg in the quarterfinals. Got a 9-4 win over number 6 Rochester in the semis. Monticelli missing high there to Didion. Evens up the count now at 1-1. And the Trojans will have a lot of work to do here against ace pitcher Tyler Maddox for Bishop Canevin if they want to try to find a way back into this one. Right now down 6 at 7-1. Now 7 runs on 9 hits for Bishop Canevin. They corrected that 1 error that was on the scoreboard earlier. California, well, the story's been the 5 errors they've committed. Just a run on 1 hit for the Trojans so far in this game. That pitch missing from Monticelli evens up the count at 2-2 now to Didion. So just one out here in the inning. Again, Diddy on the 7th Crusader to bat. Count now 2-2. And Monticelli's 2-2 pitch on the way, and that ball popped up. We'll go to Aiden Loud, and the second baseman who backs up and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. That's much needed defensively for California. Now 2 outs here in the inning with Aaron Edwards batting from the number 9 position coming to the plate. Edwards grounded out 4-3 first time up in the second inning. Got on via an error back in the 4th. Now has 2 on. With Kellen Andrusic at second. Lucas Golombuski at first. And the first pitch from Monticelli to Edwards misses high for ball 1. And I have to thank our whole high school sports crew as well this season for helping us out. Steve Super, Tony Hanola, Gary Frankhauser. Of course, Nick Barczyk, always manning the board back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. One of the best producers not only in southwestern Pennsylvania, but around the country. Bill Madden as well has been producing throughout this WPIAL baseball season. Matt Sapienza behind the camera this afternoon. 2-0 pitch here. Misses low again, takes us to 3-0. Of course, Billy Dice helping us out throughout the year as well. Sarah Camp. Jerry Dupay, again, we wish Jerry well. Hope to have him back at the ball game soon. 3-0 pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. I don't think Edwards liked the call. He was looking for ball 4, taken all the way. Count now 3-1. And even Doreen in our traffic department, who puts all the commercial logs together, couldn't do it without her either. And 3-1 pitch misses low there for ball 4. So now Bishop Canevin is batted around. They have the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th inning, up 7-1 over California. Dom Varley back at the plate. Varley coming to the plate now for the 4th time in this game. Still looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 3 today. Full out to Cam Scripp in right first time up. Lined one at Chase Chiquidio back in the 3rd inning that was caught, and then hit into a fielder's choice back in the 4th inning. Takes the first pitch strike here from Caden Monticelli. And both of these teams red hot coming into this game, not only here in the playoffs, but late in the regular season as well. Another one missing there from Monticelli, evens up the count at 1-1 to Varley. Last Bishop Canevin loss, we go all the way back to April 12th against Eden Christian. Lost a 9-0 game there. They split the season series. Just 3 losses for Bishop Canevin. Lost 2 games early on to Steel Valley and Fort Cherry. And that loss against Eden Christian back on the 12th of April. California's last loss back on April 20th against Waynesburg. So they've both been hot, but one of those streaks obviously having to come to an end here this afternoon. Right now, not looking good for the Trojans. Down 7-1. Top half of the 5th inning here from Wild Things Field. 2-2 pitch on the way. Called strike 3 on Dom Varley. So California finally gets out of the inning. But Bishop Canevin sending 9 men to the plate, scoring 3 runs here in the top half of the 5th. Now lead at 7-1 over the California Trojans. We're back with the bottom half of the 5th. In just a moment here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Quality parts, accessories, paints, tools, and supplies. Napa Auto Parts complete line for cars, trucks, imports, and farm equipment. Napa Auto Parts keeps America running. Fayette Auto in Uniontown, Standard Auto in Brownsville, and Napa Auto in Bell Vernon and Monongahela carry premium quality auto parts at discount prices. They always have a huge inventory of parts in stock when you visit a Napa Auto Part location. Over 200,000 parts in stock. Ask about their Napa lifetime warranty on most items with a no-hassle return policy. Open weekends and evenings. In Brownsville, phone 724-785-3800. Bell Vernon, dial 724-929-5522. Monongahela, dial 724-258-3101. And in Uniontown, dial 724-437-7553 for Napa Auto Parts.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado with special financing and employee pricing. Chevrolet, find new roads. Offer is valid with purchases of 2022 and 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 2.7-liter engine. Includes Chevrolet loyalty. Must have a 2009 Chevrolet passenger car or truck in the same household. Up to $10,000 off approved credit through GM Financial. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000. Sale ends May 31st, 2023.
Back here at Wild Things Field in Washington, Pennsylvania, moving to the bottom of the fifth inning. Single A championship game. The California Trojans down 7-1. They'll have hitters 8, 9, and 1. Cam Script, Caden Monticelli, and Caden Powell due up, trying to figure out a way to get a couple of base runners here against Tyler Maddox. The first pitch fouled off there from Script, who struck out swinging first time up. For Maddox right now, he's retired 10 straight for Bishop Canevin. California sent 7 men to the plate back in the first inning. Picked up a run on a sac fly RBI from Chris Weston, scored Caden Powell, and that's been it as Maddox has shut down the Trojans since. Count now 1-1 here to Script as Maddox missed on the 0-1. Now Maddox, the lefty, again from the stretch. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss there from Script, who's now behind 1-2. Now Script, who has recorded 5 strikeouts so far in this game, looking for number 6 right now, will step off the mound. Now Script set to go again. 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses high and outside. Gotta love the atmosphere out here at Wild Things Field. Again, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the presenting sponsor of the WPIAL baseball playoffs. 2-2 misses high, and they brought out the Pirate Parrot, the Pierogies, and they're having fun with all the kids and fans here. And between every half inning, has a minor league baseball feel to it here today at Wild Things Field. And the 3-2 pitch misses for ball 4, so that ends the streak of 10 straight retired by Maddox. Now California just a little bit of life here in the bottom half of the fifth inning with Script on and Caden Monticelli coming to the plate. Again, they'll have the top of the order due up behind Monticelli as they try to work their way back into this game. Down 6 runs. Maddox takes a little break here to tie his shoe. Now set to go again. Have to thank our live video stream sponsors, Armstrong and the Mariscotti Insurance Agency today. First pitch here to Monticelli. Missed there. Actually, a called strike. 0-1. Now the 0-1, Maddox to Monticelli. Swing and a miss. Just like that, Monticelli behind 0-2. Again, First National Bank of Pennsylvania, the official bank of the WPIAL and the Triple I High School Sports Network. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Monticelli goes down on 3 pitches against Maddox. Now 1 away with Script still on first and Caden Powell coming to the plate. Powell walked and scored a run first time up. Struck out swinging back in the second inning. California now starting their 3rd trip through the lineup. Looking for a big bottom half of the 5th inning. First pitch to Powell misses low and outside for ball 1, as our producer Nick Barczyk would say. The Trojans really looking to put up a crooked number here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 1-0 on the way, called strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. 7 runs on 9 hits now for Bishop Canevin. Just that 1 hit for California was a double from Ricky Lawson back in the first inning to right field. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Now 2 strikes on Caden Powell. Again, Powell, one of 6 strikeout victims of Maddox so far in this game. Trying to avoid getting struck out for the 2nd time in this game right here on this 1-2 pitch. Just missed outside. Even up the count at 2-2. Again, Brian Morozak with you. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Matt Sapienza behind the camera on our Facebook Live Triple I High School Sports Network video feed. 2-2 on the way, and that ball going opposite field left, charging, unable to get to it. Actually hops over the glove of Aaron Edwards. So Edwards on the run. They're going to wave Script. He's coming home, and he'll slide into home safely He'll be an RBI double for Caden Powell. And California back to within 5 now. It's 7-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up Ricky Lawson. Lawson doubled to right field back in the first, grounded out 1-3 in the third. Now has Powell on second. First pitch here called strike. They actually ruled that a single and an error. Off the hit from Powell. E7 as that one got by Aaron Edwards. Count now even at 1-1 to Lawson as that pitch out of the strike zone from Maddox. So Maddox, who retired California in order in both actually in all 3 innings, the second, third, and fourth, and 3 straight. California getting to him with at least 1 run here in the bottom of the 5th. And the 1-1 pitch misses low and inside, now 2-1. And 1 out. You got Powell on second with speed. Lawson, one of California's best hitters now at the plate. And Aiden Loudon due up behind him. 2-1 pitch finds the strike zone. Count now even at 2-2. Now Maddox is 2-2 inside. Did it clip Lawson? No, it did not, but it gets past the catcher, Quentin White. That allows Powell to get down to third base. And the count goes full now to 3-2. Lawson has produced 32 RBIs so far this season, also has homered 3 times. 3-2 pitch here from Maddox. And Lawson hits it high in the air to shallow center, but backing up will be the second baseman, Kellen Andrusik, who makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Remaining at third is Powell. It's now 2 away, and you'll have Aiden Loudon coming to the plate. Loudon hit by a pitch back in the first inning, grounded out 1-3 back in the third inning. Loudon, again, a .484 average, has homered once and driven in 26 runs so far this season. Tyler Maddox, by the way, has yielded just 2 home runs all season on the Bishop Canevin side. First pitch here called strike to Aiden Loudon. California with Powell down at third. Trying to get him across. 0-1, check swing. Not going around was Loudon. Count now even at 1-1. Now Maddox will step off here for a moment. Try to regroup. 1-1 pitch. Called strike. Count now 1-2 to Aiden Loudon. Now the 1-2 pitch, high and outside. Count now even at 2-2. Loudon, the 5th Trojan at bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Maddox getting out of the inning, just yielding the 1 run. Now 7 strikeouts for Tyler Maddox. We played 5 here from Wild Things Field. It's 7-2 Bishop Canevin over California. C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day broadcast presented by Armstrong and the Mariscotti Insurance Agency.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Back here at Wild Things Field, Bishop Canevin with hitters 2, 3, and 4 due up here in the top half of the 6th inning, leading California 7-2. Again, we play 7 here in the high school game. 0-1 pitch, grounded down the third baseline, but called foul. And Bishop Canevin sent 9 men to the plate, batted around in the top half of the 5th inning, scoring 3 runs. Bishop Canevin 2 in the first, 2 in the second, then 3 in the... Check that, 2 in the first, 2 in the fourth, and 3 in the 5th. California getting a run in the 1st and 5th innings here today. 7 runs on 9 hits, 1 error committed by Bishop Canevin. 2 runs on 2 hits. The California Trojans have committed 5 errors. Caden Monticelli's 0-2 pitch now to Cole Olszewski, misses high. Count moves to 1-2. I have to say hello to my colleague Tony Hanul. I'm sure is watching from his office up in Greensburg today. And there's a punch out called strike 3 as Olszewski goes down. First down of this top half of the 6th inning. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Probably a lot of folks watching from work on this Wednesday afternoon. WPIAL Single A Baseball Championship game. Wrapping up the trip through the WPIAL. PIAA playoffs will start on Monday. Tyler Maddox taking the first pitch for a strike from Caden Monticelli. Count 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch on the way, breaking ball, and Tyler Maddox went a chasing at a pitch that was a little low. Takes us to 0-2. Again, we'll work to bring you Monday's California game as well. If you'd like to hop on board and sponsor the broadcast, you can contact the WMBS sales department at 724-438-3900. 724-438-3900. Have some heavier fees to pay. We're going to bring you the live video of the PIAA games. So if you want to hop on board and support California baseball and watch Monday's state game, contact us at WMBS. We'll be happy to be in touch and get you set up with a sponsorship package. 2-2 fouled off there on the left side. Count remains 2-2. And our live video stream sponsors today, Armstrong and the Mariscotti Insurance Agency. 2-2 pitch now on the way. Another line drive just going foul on the left side there from Maddox. Count remains 2-2. You're going to have to thank the Triple I High School Sports Network, Justin Labar, Don Rebel, Chris Lackner, for working with us to allow us to video stream this game as well here today. 2-2 pitch misses low, takes the count full to 3-2. And their exclusive sponsor, the First National Bank of Pennsylvania, the official bank of the WPIAL and the Triple I High School Sports Network. Grounder there to short. Panapinto long throw over to first, not in time. Infield single there from Tyler Maddox, beat it out. Maddox with good speed, giving Bishop Canevin a base runner with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And that'll bring up Mason Glover. Glover RBI single to left back in the first. Had another single to left in the 4th. And flew out to chase Chiquito. A lot more of a line out in the 5th inning. We get a courtesy runner here for the pitcher Maddox. Julian Myron to run. So Myron running for Maddox with Glover at the plate. The first pitch misses for ball 1. And it's 7-2 Bishop Canevin over California as we work here in the top half of the 6th. I'll step off the mound, throw back to first, and the courtesy runner back safely. That's Myron. And championship games at 1, 4, and 7 today at Wild Things Field. Second day in a row of WPIAL championship action. A lot of consolation games also being played over at Washington and Jefferson College, determining playoff qualifiers in the state playoffs, which can all get underway on Monday. 2-0 pitch here. Off the plate, throw back over to first. Head first, slide back safely again there from Myron. 7 runs on 10 hits now for Bishop Canevin. Again, they've committed 1 error, still 2 runs on 2 hits. 5 errors committed by the California Trojans. Count out 3-0. Monticelli to Glover. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball outside for ball 4. That'll put 2 on with 1 out here for Bishop Canevin as they look to increase their lead again. It's up to 5, looking for more. At 7-2 with Quentin White coming to the plate. White struck out swinging back in the first, grounded into a 1-6-3 double play in the 4th. Then picked up an RBI single and scored a run in the 5th. Bats here from the left side against the righty Monticelli. First pitch, White first pitch swinging, and that one will get past the outstretched glove of Aiden Loudon into right field. Cam Scripp relay coming in, and a little throw back to second, and everybody's safe as Bishop Canevin goes station to station. Here up 5 in the top half of the 6th inning. So now 2 hits here this afternoon from Quentin White. Lead still at 5, but the base is now loaded for the Crusaders, with Kellen Andrusik, the Bishop Canevin second baseman, now coming to the plate. Andrusik grounded out 5-3 back in the first inning, got on via an error in the 4th inning and scored a run and picked up an RBI single last time up in the 5th. Table set for him here. Caden Monticelli. First pitch on the way, fouled off there from Andrusik. Takes the count to 0-1. And we'll have Pirates baseball later on this afternoon here on WMBS. They wrap up their series, rubber game with the San Francisco Giants. 0-1 pitch outside there from Monticelli. Evens up the count at 1-1. Have to re-wrap things up. It's the Dog Tag Club, and then Hillbilly John will join the Pirates around 5 today. 1-1 pitch on the way. This ball hit high in the air to left center field. Chris West and the left fielder getting under it, making the catch. Tagging up from third is Maddox, and we'll have a play at the plate as Maddox scores. So it's a sac fly RBI from Andrusik. Runs scored from Maddox, and the Bishop Canevin lead now up to 8-2 with 2 outs now in the top of the 6th inning. And Lucas Golombuski now coming to the plate. Golombuski, the 6th Crusader to bat here in the top of the 6th inning. He grounded out 1-3 back in the 2nd inning, walked and scored a run in the 4th, then picked up an RBI single in that busy 5th inning. Golombuski, the Bishop Canevin first baseman here today. First pitch from Monticelli misses inside for ball 1. And Golombuski stepping back in. Monticelli from the stretch, 1-0 pitch. Missed again, takes the count to 2-0. And Brian Morozak along with you. Matt Sapienza behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. 2-0 pitch on the way. Again, another breaking ball missing, taking the count to 3-0. California will have hitters 4, 5, and 6 due up in the bottom half of the 6th. Chiquidio, Weston, and Todd. Monticelli's 3-0 now to Golombuski, called strike. Takes the count to 3-1. Golombuski back in with 2 runners on. 2 outs, 3-1. Little chopper going right back at Monticelli. Knocked it down, regains. Throw over to first in time to Brody Todd to retire Golombuski 1-3 for the 3rd out of the inning. So Bishop Canevin gets a run. They strand 2. They now lead at 8-2 over the California Trojans. We head to the bottom of the 6th here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day. Our broadcast presented by Armstrong and the Mariscotti Insurance Agency on WMBS, the WPIAL High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Does your car sound like it's saying, trade me in, trade me in, every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, trade me in, trade me in. Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Back here at Wild Things Park, moving to the bottom half of the 6th inning, 8-2. The Bishop Canevin Crusaders leading the California Trojans. Bishop Canevin now 8 runs on 11 hits. They've committed 1 error, 2 runs on 2 hits, 5 errors committed by the California Trojans. California with hitters 4, 5, and 6 due up. Chase Chiquitio, Chris Weston, and Brody Todd. Chiquitio to lead things off. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch from Tyler Maddox. Called strike, takes the count to 0-1. Maddox has struck out 7 so far in this game. Had retired 10 straight at one point. As Chiquitio fouls that one off on the right side. No play for Bishop Canevin defensively, takes the count to 0-2. Chiquitio came into the game with a .288 average and 9 runs driven in, only a sophomore for this California team. We mentioned no seniors in the Bishop Canevin starting lineup today. All underclassmen. 0-2 pitch here, low and inside to Chiquitio. For California, their seniors, Caden Powell, got the start in center field. Aiden allowed in the second baseman. Brody Todd, who got the start at first. Dom Martini, the catcher. Cam Scripton, right. All senior starters for California today. So they'll have to reload a little bit in 2024. Count now 2-2 here to Chiquitio. Pitch on the way. A little high there from Maddox. Looking for another complete game. Again, Maddox came into this game averaging 2.5 strikeouts per inning. Hasn't been quite that easy for him here today. Now the payoff pitch, and Chiquitio, well hit ball here in the gap to left center field, and that one's going to bounce all the way back to the wall. Chiquitio on his way to second. Here's Olszewski with a relay coming in. It's a leadoff stand-up double for Chase Chiquitio here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. So California still showing a little life. They're down 6 runs at 8-2. But not going away without a fight. Now Chris Weston comes to the plate. Weston, sac fly RBI back in the 1st inning. Lined out to the first baseman, Lucas Golombuski, last time up in the 4th. First pitch here from Maddox. And that one a called strike. Counted 0-1. Now Maddox is 0-1. This ball hit high in the air again to left center field from Weston. This time the catch made by Olszewski, the center fielder, had to work off to his left to make the grab. So the first out recorded here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Cole Olszewski, nice defensive play out in center field. And out recorded by the Crusaders. And now Brody Todd coming to the plate. Todd walked back in the 1st inning, grounded out 4-3 back in the 4th inning. Came into the game with a .290 average and 12 RBIs. First pitch called strike again from Maddox to Todd. Count 0-1. Maddox now working quickly. 0-1 pitch on the way. Another breaking ball. Todd, ground ball going here to second. Diving effort from Andrusic, who was unable to come up with it. Ball rolled into right field. Joey Hurley with a relay coming in. So it's a single to right there from Brody Todd. Stopping at third is Chiquitio. So now runners on the corners here for California with one out. Bottom of the sixth inning. They're still down 6 with Dom Martini, who struck out twice in this game, coming to the plate. Now California manager Taylor Andrisco coming out. Now a little meeting here on the Bishop Canevin mound. See if they stick with Maddox. And they have some other options, including Cole Olszewski, who's now in center field. Olszewski for the season, 7-2 record, has made 11 appearances with a 2.23 ERA. He struck out 67 and walked 25. So not a bad second option for Tyler Maddox, if you think Maddox is wearing down a little bit. Dom Martini will bat, and they will stick with Maddox for now. California down 6, trying to rally back with 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Again, we play 7 here in the high school game. 1A championship game from Wild Things Park. So Maddox, the lefty, against the righty Dom Martini. Maddox, first pitch to Martini. Fastball misses low for ball 1. California with Chiquitio at third, Todd at first. 1 out here in the inning. 1-0 pitch on the way. Martini takes it high and inside, moves the count to 2-0. Martini batting from the number 7 position in the California lineup. Cam Scripp will be due up behind him. 2-0 pitch on the way. Fastball called strike. Takes the count to 2-1. Maddox doing a nice job catching the corners, not only here today, but throughout the course of the season. 2-1 now to Martini, who hits it on the ground to third. Glover throws to second for 1, back to first, not in time. California will play to run. So go fielder's choice, 5-4. RBI for Martini, his 10th of the year. Run scored from Chiquitio. And California back to within 5 now at 8-3. As we work now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning, with Cam Scripp coming to the plate. Scripp struck out swinging back in the 2nd inning, walked in the 5th. Came into the game with a .300 average and 9 runs driven in. California right fielder bats now with just a runner on first. And will take the first pitch inside for ball 1. It hopped away from the catcher White. That will allow the courtesy runner for Martini to get down to second. I believe that's Paul Coles running there for Martini. So Cole's now down at second. And the 1-0 pitch here to Scripp, who takes it high for ball 2. Lead at 5 for Bishop Canevin. 2-0 pitch. Scripp takes that one for a strike as the count moves to 2-1. Now the 2-1 on the way, and that ball fouled off on the right side. Even up the count at 2-2. And 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. 8-3 lead for Bishop Canevin over California, and a swing and a miss from Scripp. That's strike 3, so Scripp goes down. Now 8 strikeouts in this game for Tyler Maddox. We played 6 from Wild Things Field, 8-3, Bishop Canevin over California here on the C.R. Barada Group High School Sports Day.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy East in New Alexandria. Our customers can save up to $10,000 on a new Silverado with special financing and employee pricing. Chevrolet, find new roads. Offer is valid with purchases of 2022 and 2023 Silverado 1500 crew cab with 2.7-liter engine. Includes Chevrolet loyalty. Must have a 2009 Chevrolet passenger car or truck in the same household. Up to $10,000 off approved credit through GM Financial. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231. Sale ends May 31st, 2023.
Let's face it, sometimes local is just better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. What about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Blejo is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown area Allstate agent Russ Blejo so Russ can help you with protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate, are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans put you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Hayden Didion, Aaron Edwards in the top of the order. Dom Varley due up for Bishop Canevin here in the top half of the 7th inning. Crusaders lead at 8-3 over the California Trojans. California be down to their final 3 outs in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Caden Monticelli on in relief of Addison Panapinto on the Trojans side. The first pitch missed inside to Hayden Didion. Count at 1-0. Now the 1-0, and a line drive went right over the head of Monticelli. Almost took his cap off in a center field. So leadoff single to center from Didion. Bishop Canevin, another base runner here to start the top half of the 7th inning, up 5 with Aaron Edwards coming to the plate. If you want to check out the best businesses or nominate the best businesses in Fayette County, check out bestinfayette.com. That's bestinfayette.com. Actually kicking off nominations today. They start at 12 noon. So log on to bestinfayette.com. Nominate your favorite businesses around Fayette County. Have about 3 weeks to do it, and the voting will start at the end of June. It's bestinfayette.com. Got a courtesy runner here. Actually, will be a pinch runner for Didion, the designated hitter. Number 12, Julian Myron, who ran earlier, will run again. A good spot to get somebody on here with speed as the DH. Probably won't need him again the rest of the way, especially with a 5-run cushion. Now Aaron Edwards at the plate, lefty against the righty Monticelli. First pitch here, called strike, 0-1. Edwards so far today, grounded out 4-3 back in the 2nd inning, got on via an error in the 4th and walked in the 5th. Monticelli now, a little glance over at first at the courtesy runner Myron. Now we'll throw it in that direction. Back safely is Mr. Myron. No damage done. Bishop Canevin now 8 runs on 12 hits. They've committed 1 error. California 3 runs on 4 hits. They've committed 5 errors. Now showing bunt and able to lay it down is Edwards. Now caught in a run down is Myron. They're going to run Myron back to second. Panapinto makes the tag and he's out. And so Myron got off the bag, and that's sometimes what I always warn about those courtesy runners. Sometimes not fully into the game there. Not sure what Myron was doing. But nonetheless, he's out. You have an 0-2 count here on Edwards with 1 out now in the top of the 7th inning. And stay tuned. The Dog Tag Club on the way next, followed by John Marietta, then Pirates Baseball. Stepping out of the box there is Edwards. Have to think now he's swinging away with the bases empty and the count 0-2. Monticelli now 0-2 here to Edwards. That one just chopped foul from Aaron. Count remains 0-2. Aaron getting regrouped again. 0-2 pitch. Well, high and outside. Fixes now to 1-2. Now the 1-2 on the way, called strike 3. And down goes Edwards. from Monticelli. That's his third strikeout of the game since he's come on in relief of Addison Panapinto. Fourth total strikeout for California pitchers in this game. Now Dom Varley comes to the plate for the fifth time in this game. First pitch here to Varley, high and outside for ball one. Varley 0 for 4 today. Full out to right back in the first inning, lined out to third in the third inning. Hit into a fielder's choice in the fourth, struck out in the fifth. Ahead here though, 2-0, as Monticelli works quickly. Now the 2-0 pitch. Check swing, not going around there was Varley. Pitch missed, takes the count now to 3-0. Now Monticelli's 3-0, high and inside, so a four-pitch walk issued to Varley, who's on board for the first time in this game. Now Cole Olszewski will come to the plate. Olszewski, a couple of hits in the third and fifth innings. He scored 2 runs, got on via an error in the first, struck out looking in the sixth. And 2 outs, top of the seventh. 8-3 lead for Bishop Canevin as Monticelli checks Varley. First pitch here to Olszewski, misses for ball one. I have to think the Wild Things season probably close to getting underway if it hasn't started yet. Usually start late May or so. A short season. Olszewski fouling one off. Now, a really nice baseball complex here in Washington County. Again, across the way, we were there last week at Ross Memorial Park at Washington and Jefferson College. They play all their collegiate games. The WPIAL consolation games being played over there this week as well. Another check of the runner there from Monticelli. In California, we'll have hitters 9, 1, and 2 due up in the bottom half of the seventh inning. Monticelli, Powell, and Lawson will need at least 5 runs. Runner going here, line drive. You have Panapinto out of position. He was at his normal shortstop spot. He was leaned over at the bag. He might have had it. Was covering that second base bag on the run and ends up being a single from Olszewski. Varley gets all the way down at third as he was running on the play. And now runners on the corners here for Bishop Canevin. They're up 5 with Tyler Maddox coming to the plate. Maddox, the 5th Crusader to bat here in the top half of the 7th inning, trying to extend their lead that sits at 5 right now. And then we're going to get another. This will be a pinch runner, as we'll have Leonard Aiken running for Cole Olszewski. And you wonder if Olszewski might pitch the bottom half of the 7th inning. Again, he's been their number 2 option behind Maddox all season. It might be a likely option to close out this game, especially now with Aiken running. At the plate is Maddox. Takes the first pitch outside for ball one. And Maddox a solid 6 innings today if he does not go the 7th. Yielding 3 runs on 4 hits. And a well-hit ball there from Maddox into center field, but it'll be right at the Trojan center fielder Caden Powell for the 3rd out of the inning. So it's still 8-3. The Bishop Canevin Crusaders leading the California Trojans. California down to their final 3 outs when we come back from Wild Things Park in Washington here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school in the Fayette County area for more than 3 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands School basketball team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164. Or stop into their office at Amador Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue.
Back here at Wild Things Park, Bishop Canevin trying to close out this game. They'll have a new pitcher, as we anticipated might happen. Cole Oshevsky now on in relief of Tyler Maddox. They switch positions. Maddox moves into center field. Olszewski so far this season, this is his 11th appearance, 7-2 record, 2.23 ERA. He's worked 44 innings, given up 30 hits, 19 runs, 14 of them earned, struck out 67 and walked 25 so far this season. So Caden Monticelli to lead things off for California. Again, it's hitters 9-1-2 for the Trojans. They need at least 5 runs here in this bottom of the 7th inning. Bishop Canevin has pounded out 13 hits in this game, 8 runs on 13 hits. They've committed 1 error, 3 runs on 4 hits, 5 errors committed by the California Trojans. So Monticelli is 0 for 2 today. He struck out twice to lead things off. And the first pitch here from Olszewski is a breaking ball, misses high and inside for ball 1. So at least on the California side, you're seeing someone other than Tyler Maddox right now for the 7th inning. Not sure that it'll make a difference because, as we said, Olszewski has been solid all year as well and finds the strike zone there on the 1-0 to Caden Monticelli. And Monticelli entered the game with just a .213 average, has driven in 7 runs. Looking for his first hit of the afternoon and comes up empty there. Another swing and a miss. The count now 1-2. And here on WMBS coming up next, the Dog Tag Club, followed by John Marietta, then Pirates Baseball. 1-2 pitch on the way, fouled off there by Monticelli on the right side. Count remains 1-2. We hope to be back with you again on Monday for California State High School baseball playoff action, excuse me. Trojans, if they fall, will take on the District 5 champs. 1-2 pitch. A little low, hopped away there from the catcher Quentin White, but nobody on base, so no damage done. Count now 2-2. And Bishop Canevin up 8-3. California down to their final 3 outs in this bottom half of the 7th inning. And there's a swing and a miss, and Caden Monticelli goes down, swinging at strike 3. So Monticelli has struck out 3 times in this game. And Cole Olszewski comes on in relief of Tyler Maddox and gets an opening strikeout. Now California with the top of the order due up in Caden Powell. First pitch here to Powell, high and outside for ball 1. And Bishop Canevin looking for their third WPIAL high school baseball title in school history. There's a ground ball from Powell on the left side. Diving stop from Dom Varley, the shortstop, and what a throw. Over to first in time. Now Lucas Golombuski to retire. Caden Powell, 6-3 for the second out of the inning. And now the Canevin Crusader fans on their feet, looking to close this one out here at Wild Things Park and take home the school's 3rd WPIAL championship. The first pitch here to Ricky Lawson misses low for ball 1. The last Bishop Canevin WPIAL title have to go all the way back to 2000, 23 years ago. Called strike there on Lawson. Won titles in 93. It'll be 30 years. They won their first title tomorrow on June 1st. 1-1 pitch here, misses low. California came in looking for their 7th WPIAL title. Last winning in 2019. Once the Crusaders, 1 out away. 2-1 pitch here. This one hit high in the air on the right side in foul territory. Goes out of play, and now Bishop Canevin just a strike away from a WPIAL Single-A baseball championship as they look to move into the state playoffs and improve to 15-3 on the season. 2-2 pitch here. And that one is a must have hit Lawson. clips Lawson, and he gets on board. Actually hit him in the shoulder looking at the replay. So Lawson aboard, and now Aiden Loudon at the plate. First pitch to Loudon, high and inside for ball one. And Bishop Canevin entered the postseason, the number 7 seed. Certainly playing more like a number 1 here today. 1-0 pitch high and inside here to Aiden Loudon. Count now 2-0. Loudon was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Grounded out in the third and struck out swinging in the fifth. Came into the game with a .484 average. 2-0 pitch here. Loudon, big time cut, swing and a miss. Came up empty. Count now 2-1. Canevin fans still on their feet. 2-1 pitch now from Olszewski to Loudon. Misses for ball 3, now 3-1. Loudon trying to extend this game a bit for the Trojans. Olszewski's 3-1, Aiden Loudon fouled back. We're full with 3-2, and once again, Bishop Canevin just a strike away from their third WPIAL baseball championship in school history. Now here we go, Olszewski back on the mound. Loudon back into the batter's box. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Olszewski's pitch is low and outside for ball 4, so we're not done yet. So Olszewski walking Loudon, or check that, hitting Lawson, walking Loudon, and now Chase Chiquitio, who doubled and scored a run last time up, will come to the plate. And we'll have a little meeting here on the mound on the Bishop Canevin side as things getting a little interesting here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Still an 8-3 Bishop Canevin lead over California. Whole infield in. Head coach Bill Varley also out. Home plate umpire breaking it up. Again, still 2 more WPIAL championship games to play here today at Wild Things Park. They want to get things moving. 3A title game coming up at 4 o'clock, followed by the 6A championship game. Chase Chiquitio now at the plate. Now Olszewski from the stretch. First pitch to Chiquitio, high and outside for ball 1. The 3A title game will have Neshannock taking on Riverside, followed by Mount Lebanon and North Allegheny playing for the 6A championship as Chiquitio fouls it off. A bounce by the party deck. Even up the count at 1-1. And Chiquitio 1 for 3 today. 1-1 pitch here. Chiquitio laid off that one. Pitch missed low and outside. Count now 2-1. Now the 2-1 to Chiquitio. Chiquitio, well hit ball and a line fair ball down the third base line. Rounding third is Ricky Lawson. He'll score on the play as Aaron Edwards having trouble with it in left field. Also coming around for California's Aiden Loudon. So it's a 2 RBI double to left for Chase Chiquitio. And California gets 2 back here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. And just like that, it's 8-5 with Chris Weston coming to the plate. Game tying runs in the on deck circle. Buckle up here late. Weston steps in. Weston sac fly RBI first time up. And a lay off the first pitch, but it's a called strike from Cole Olszewski. Count 0-1. Weston, couple of fly ball outs. One on a line to Golombuski at first in the 4th inning. One to center field, and then Olszewski was playing center. Back in the 5th, and now 2 strikes on him here. Bishop Canevin looking to close it out. 0-2 pitch on the way, breaking ball, ground ball to third, and it eats up Glover. Goes into left field. California still alive, and they'll bring the game-tying run to the plate. and Brody Todd. So how about this bottom half of the 7th inning? California with Brody Todd coming to the plate, down 3 with 2 on and 2 outs. Olszewski getting roughed up on in relief of Tyler Maddox. First pitch here to Todd, and Todd will take it for ball 1. Again, Todd got a hit last time up. Count 1-0. Runners on the corners for California. They're down 3 at 8-5. Now Todd will step out of the batter's box. Olszewski back on the mound out of the stretch. A little glance over at first. 1-0 pitch here to Todd, who fouls it off on the right side. Even up the count at 1-1. So Todd back in the batter's box. Olszewski from the stretch. 1-1 pitch to Todd, and that one hops away from the catcher, Quentin White. Advancing down to second is Chris Weston. So now runners on second and third for California. In 2 outs. California fighting back. Trojans now 5 runs on 5 hits and 5 errors. 8 runs on 13 hits, 2 errors committed by Bishop Canevin. 2-1 pitch here to Brody Todd, and that's strike 2. It's the 3rd time that California has been down to their final strike in this game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on for California. 2-2 pitch, fastball misses low. Good block there from the catcher Quentin White. So now we're full 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, first base open. Cole Olszewski to Brody Todd. Olszewski composed. 3-2 pitch to Todd. Breaking ball. Todd hits it on the ground to third. There's Glover. Throw over to first in time to Golembuski, and that'll do it. As Todd retired 5-3, and the Bishop Canevin Crusaders pick up their 3rd WPIAL baseball title in school history. It was not easy in that bottom half of the 7th inning, but the Crusaders hang on and defeat California by a score of 8-5. We're back to tell you all about it on our post-game show, brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Comes your way next here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon extends his best wishes to all our local teams competing in the WPIAL playoffs. The athletes, the coaches, their booster organizations, and all those who support them, especially their parents. Rick also thanks their support in the primary election. Rick wants to continue working with his fellow Republican supervisors, Bob Schiff-Bauer and Jason Scott, who both support him, and he would appreciate your support in the fall.
The Mariscotti Insurance Agency is an independent agency that offers prompt, professional service for auto, home, business, and life insurance coverage to meet their customers' needs. The Mariscotti Insurance Agency is an independent agency serving clients in California and surrounding areas. So stop by their office today at 324 3rd Street in California, PA, or give them a call at 724-938-9302. That's 724-938-9302. And get in touch with their friendly staff today for your quote. Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
What's worse than poor customer service? Companies that try to pull the wool over your eyes by changing their name. Don't be fooled by smoke and mirrors. At Armstrong, we've been providing local and reliable service since day one, investing in our network and continually improving the customer experience to deliver the service and reliability you deserve. Visit us at ArmstrongOneWire.com now and into the future. Armstrong, Unmatched employees, unmatched customer care, unmatched fiber network.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Quality parts, accessories, paints, tools, and supplies. Napa Auto Parts complete line for cars, trucks, imports, and farm equipment. Napa Auto Parts keeps America running. Fayette Auto in Uniontown, Standard Auto in Brownsville, and Napa Auto in Bell Vernon and Monongahela carry premium quality auto parts at discount prices. They always have a huge inventory of parts in stock when you visit a Napa Auto Part location. Over 200,000 parts in stock. Ask about their Napa lifetime warranty on most items with a no-hassle return policy. Open weekends and evenings. In Brownsville, phone 724-785-3800. Bell Vernon, dial 724-929-5522. Monongahela, dial 724-258-3101. And in Uniontown, dial 724-437-7553 for Napa Auto Parts.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Bishop Canevin defeating California by a score of 8-5. Third WPIAL title in school history for the Bishop Canevin Crusaders as the medal ceremony ongoing right now at Wild Things Park. California getting their runner-up medals, and Bishop Canevin will get their gold medals to follow. Bishop Canevin finishes the game with 8 runs on 13 hits. They committed 2 errors. California, all 5s up there. 5 runs on 5 hits. They committed 5 errors. California drops to 14-8. They'll take on the winner of the Southern Fulton Myersdale game. That's the District 5 championship game that'll be played later on today in the first round of the PIAA playoffs coming up on Monday. Bishop Canevin, they will take on Sagertown, who lost in the District 10 championship game to West Middlesex, coming up in the first round of the state playoffs on Monday as well. Crusaders improved to 15-3. Loss drops California to 14-8. Time of the game, 2 hours and 2 minutes. That'll do it from Wild Things Field here in Washington. Again, your final score, the Bishop Canevin Crusaders, after a big effort from California in that bottom half of the 7th inning to rally back, hold on to defeat the California Trojans by a score of 8-5. Thanks to Matt Sapienza behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. This is Brian Morozak, and have yourselves a pleasant day. Again, your final score here from Wild Things Park, the Bishop Canevin Crusaders 8, the California Trojans 5. Our post-game shows are brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. So Bishop Canevin wins it 8-5. So long, everybody, from Wild Things Park.